How about now? Can you hear me now? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me now. I'll have to restart. Okay, you can hear me? Sporting Boy says yes. Okay. Yeah, sometimes my phone just connects to my earbuds without my knowledge. So I had to turn the Bluetooth off. That's the problem. Okay, good. That was the problem. Thank you for telling me. I was just gonna sit there and talk with no sound to you. Okay, so what I was saying was, I did do a surprise live stream last night, getting ready for Valentine's Day, and it was very helpful for anyone who joined me. Sporting Boy thought it was him. It was not you, it was me. For anyone who joined me and helped me pick out my outfit last night, it was very helpful. I just got out of the gym and I had to put my hair up because I got very hot. Very hot. I actually might take this shirt off because I'm a little sweaty still. Feels gross. It's very humid in here. It is Florida. How was everybody's Valentine's Day? Anything exciting that you want to tell me about? That you want to confess? Do you need to confess anything to me? I don't know what I'm doing with my hair. Let's just do something like that. Ugh, it's so greasy. I'll just put it back like that. Yeah, that's better. Actually, we'll do a little ponytail. So I went out with some girlfriends last night. Okay. Not repeating that. Hello from Russia. I don't get too many people from Russia. Mossy says, I confess you that I really like you. Okay, thank you for that. Fred says, if I could choose, would I choose the goddess or her dog? The dog, so I could get both. I don't know if you want my dog. He'd probably bite you. Wouldn't you, huh? He's vicious. Look at him. Look how vicious he looks right now. He's ready to take your whole hand off. He would too. He bites me sometimes. He's an evil little dog. I'm not joking. Anyway, so Valentine's Day, if you joined me last night, I got ready, did my hair, my makeup. I don't like what I did with my hair here, but whatever, it's fine. And I wore these cute new shoes, these black suede heels, which were very, very nice, but not very comfortable. And I said I probably wasn't gonna be dancing because they were not very comfortable shoes. And I lied and ended up dancing in them for like an hour, which was not very smart because my feet really hurt today. Actually, I'm gonna go put an ice pack on it in a minute. Hello to Ben. Ben was in my live stream yesterday. Ben, which dress were you voting for? Ew. John, rude comments get you banned on my channel, just so you know. I don't like people ridiculing my subscribers, so think before you chat, okay? Bart, BHARA something 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 has a request. Go ahead, say your request. Hello to Bradrick. But anyway, so I did do way too much dancing in my heels, and now my foot hurts considerably. Actually, I'm gonna go grab an ice pack right now so I can ice it while I chat with you because it does hurt. I think I probably strained a ligament or something. Okay, ice pack, semi-frozen. And I also have this table I was gonna put, or it's like a laundry basket. So maybe I'll put that together while we're chatting, but first I'm gonna ice my foot. I don't have any comments to read today because I didn't have time to screenshot those. Let me read the comments here. I don't think Venom is here today, my moderator, so I guess I will have to watch the comments and remove rude people. Let me go through the comments here. Ben says he liked the first black dress and the one that I wore. Yeah. I probably have other black dresses I could have worn, but I couldn't find them. Massey says, I would really like to see you dance. Well, I do have lots of pole dancing videos on my Instagram because I've had that for many years. I don't do too much pole dancing now, but I am going to start doing some more just short little clips. But it's a little tricky to film pole dancing because if you're doing tricks and stuff, you have to be kind of far away. But the video styles now are a little bit more up close for dancing, so it's kind of hard to get like pole tricks in when you're filming these days. But I do have lots of old videos you can go watch. Ombarv says, hello goddess, your videos are really amazing. Thank you for the content. You're welcome. Thank you for supporting me. And Good PC loves my short videos and skits. Glad you enjoy that. Aditya says, I want to sign the contract. Your name looks familiar. Did you submit a debt contract application? I think I remember seeing your name on my list of potential slaves. Kareem wants to know my username on Instagram. I know a lot of platforms don't like you to talk about other platforms, so I'll just say it's Fiore the Goddess. Hopefully they won't be angry at me for that. Aditya, my question is, did you already submit the debt contract application? Because your name looks familiar. I think I remember seeing you on the list. Answer my question, please. Ombarv says, goddess, I really worship you like a real goddess. I feel you're way superior to me. Because I am. Yes. Aditya says he has not. Okay, well, all right, let's talk a little bit about debt contracts then for a second, because that's a good thing to bring up. And then Kareem is asking how to serve me. So we'll just briefly touch on that, since it sounds like we have a lot of new slaves in the chat. So if you would like to serve me, obviously when I'm live streaming stuff like this, you're welcome to ask me questions and that kind of thing. I do not participate in kink play in live streams. You do have to serve me if you want that type of interaction. To serve me, hello to Isaac, hello to MNX, welcome. To serve me, the proper way to do that is to contact me on any of my platforms. All my links are on my profile, and to send my initial tribute, which is $50. If you try to contact me, send me a direct message without sending that, one, it does not look good for you to do that. That puts a bad taste in my mouth. And two, I will not respond, okay? Or if I do, I'm just gonna tell you to pay the tribute. So if you're gonna reach out to me directly, you should be sending tribute, and you should also be over 18 and willing to verify your age. I do not interact with anyone who is under 18, just so you know. So those are the number one ways to initiate a conversation. And then we can have a conversation about, you know, what your interests are, what you're looking for, that type of thing. But an initial tribute is exactly that. It is an initial tribute. It is a sign of respect. And it just gets you a very basic conversation about what you're looking for. From there, we can either talk about doing a session. I usually like to start new subs off with a 10-minute texting session. I don't really like doing video or audio calls with people who are brand new to me. I like to get to know people a little bit before I do something that's a little bit more intimate like that. So 10-minute texting session is an option. I have so many people that reach out to me for debt contracts, and like the percentage of people that actually follow through more than 2 weeks is very slim. So I'm getting to a point where I kind of don't even want to do debt contracts anymore because I'm getting really tired of people not following through. It's like you guys like the idea of it, and then when it comes to actually following through, you scurry away like little ants. So that's probably not a very good example, but you get what I'm saying. So I do not do long debt contracts with people who have not served me or proved that they can follow through with commitments. So at this point, I am only willing to do a 1-month contract with anybody. And I would prefer just a weekly tribute for 4 weeks to show me that you can actually do that. And then after you prove that you can do that, I'm more than happy to write up a debt contract and get more details and more involved. But I'm just really sick of people not following through with their commitments. It gets really old. Sometimes you guys just like to talk and hear yourselves talk, and it's not impressive. It's actually really annoying. So if you want to serve me, be prepared to send tribute. And like I said, we can discuss a session or a 1 month of weekly tributes. We can talk about a contract after that. But I'm not going to spend my time writing up a whole freaking contract for somebody who is not willing to follow through with it, because it's a waste of my time. And I don't like my time being wasted. Nobody does, right? Isaac says, I don't know if you saw 2 streams ago, but due to the thing I told you earlier, I don't know how often I'll be able to pull up to future streams. That's okay. You just come when you can. Mitchell says, hi, miss. You look beautiful as always. Bahart, we are not here to talk about your wife. I'm sorry to hear that, but please, let's keep chat on topic, okay? We're talking about my channel and any questions that you guys have for me. Ombarb says, Goddess, thank you very much for blessing me by replying to my comment. I wanted to ask the most humiliating thing you've made your sub do. One of my favorite things recently, hold on, I'll get to that question in a second, but as far as the question about how to serve me again, so I do have people reach out to me all the time offering like services and stuff like that. I'm very particular about how I do things. Like I have a lot of people saying that they'll I'm trying to think of an example. I had somebody the other day who offered to set up a website to sell items to subs on there. He said he was a graphic designer and that he could do all this stuff. But then when I asked him for examples of his work, he couldn't provide me with anything. So if you're offering me any kind of service, you have to show me like a portfolio of work that you've done to prove that you are who you say you are and you can do what you say you're going to do. So that, again, that I don't waste my time. I am currently looking for a video editing sub. I posted on a story on IG about the requirements for that. And like I said, any service that you are trying to reach out to offer me, you will have to provide me with proof that you know what you're doing and proof of your work. Okay, so that is an open position, I guess, at this point, is a professional video editing sub to edit my longer videos and then make them for shorts and just for different social media and that type of thing. I could really use some help with that because it does take up a lot of my time at this point. It is not a paid position. It is just a service position if it's something that you want to do to serve me. So that is an option. Now to answer your question, Kareem, I'll get to your question. That's a good question too. Ambarv asked, what is the most humiliating thing that I made a sub do? So most recently, one of my favorite little tasks that I came up with was I had a sissy sub who I made her go into a store and ask for, and buy, let's see, what did I have her buy? Tampons, lipstick, and yeast infection cream. And she couldn't find the yeast infection cream, so she had asked somebody. So I was very amused by that. That was one of my favorite things I've done recently. I've also had people, you know, do silly things like crawl around on all fours and bark like a dog and send me a video, or lick the toilet seat, you know, that type of thing. And Kareem is asking, how do I handle locking subs if I am far from them? So I usually will have people lock themselves and report to me in various ways, send videos or photo proof of being locked. I haven't had anybody stick around long enough to do this, but another option that I'm aware of is to, I think there's like an electronically controlled locking device where you could have somebody put the key in the device and then I control when it opens and when it doesn't open. So that's kind of like a more long-term way of controlling that. Aditya is asking for a series of denial. Are you referring to being locked or just denial? Ben is asking if I enjoyed my Valentine's Day. Yes, it was a lot of fun. So I had two girlfriends going with me, and we met up with a few other girls that we didn't know. And I wasn't quite sure how the whole group was going to be, but everybody was very nice. So I think we'll be adding them to our friend group. So kind of expanding our friend group a little bit. Really enjoyed their company. It did come up. They said that I mentioned that I was in healthcare. I try to just kind of stick with that when I don't really know people, but they were kind of pushing it a little bit, asking like if I still do healthcare or, what my main thing is for work. And I said, well, I only do that 1 day a week. And they're like, oh, do you do anything else? And I'm like, well, so this came up, and one girl in particular, I think she's actually a psychology teacher, was very intrigued by what I do. So she's been messaging me today asking lots of questions, and she finds it very interesting. She had no idea that a lot of men enjoy being humiliated. She had no idea what SPH is. That was kind of a mind blower for her. So it's been very fun to introduce her to this world. I kind of wonder if she might be interested in doing this. I would love to have some dom friends. I think I've said this before, that I could like live stream with and do other stuff with. I think that would be a lot of fun. When I used to work in clubs, I loved working with other dancers, and kind of tag teaming men is always ganging up on them, I guess you could say. It's always fun. So we'll see. Maybe she's interested. We'll see. Sporting Boy says, I got one of those lock boxes and that works. Yes, I've heard it works pretty well. MN says, what is your favorite order or task for maids, miss? I haven't had a maid in real life. I've had, I've made the videos on here about maid training. I haven't really had like a maid serve me, really. I do have quite a few sissies who have served me, but I don't think I've really had a maid serve me. So that's not something I have a good answer for. Good PC says, Goddess, thank you for having time to read and respond to every message. You're welcome. All right, I'm a little hot, and the shirt is gross and sweaty, so it's coming off. And I think I might put this table together while I chat with you. It's 4:20, so we got some time. It's a little laundry cart. Barb says, I'm glad to hear your answer. May I ask what made you enter this field? I have answered that many times in past live streams, so I'm not going to go into that today. I think I mentioned it briefly in the video that I made titled How Much I Made My First Year Doing Financial Domination. A little bit of it is in there. Mike is sending me a medal. Thank you for that. Aditya is having a hard time thinking. Don't, remember to breathe. Don't pass out. You'll be okay. All right, should we put the laundry cart together while we chat? I've iced my foot. It's now very cold. Yeah, I'm gonna ice it a little bit more. But yeah, Valentine's Day was a lot of fun. I also got some dessert. I got some chocolate cake and a couple tequila drinks. I did not go overboard this time because we all know what happened my birthday weekend trip. It was not good. It was not good. I don't think I've had alcohol since then, to be honest with you. Jarp says, who was your Valentine? Mom! Mama! Come here. There he is. There's my Valentine. Did you see him? He's little and furry. Okay, that's it. I just wanted you to come trotting over here so they could see you. What are the instructions? Okay. Shut up. All right, new laundry cart because my other one kind of fell apart. Let's see, what else did I have to tell you today? Oh yes, the next video I will be posting, I have to edit today. And it is another interview of a sissy. And you know, a lot of my interviews are very serious, but this one is very lighthearted and fun. So I'm looking forward to posting that. And then I also have an inmate roleplay video that I'm gonna post. So that one will be posted soon. DD. Okay. EE. Oh, it's having me put the wheels and stuff on first. Okay. Let me slow. No. Let's see, we got wheels. Oh, my abs hurt from yesterday. I went to the gym yesterday and I really worked the ab. Ooh, it's real sore right there. Right there. I feel it. I feel it. Ambar says, Goddess, do you allow me to keep your photo in my home temple and pray to you every day? If you're not serving me, I don't really care what you're doing. If you're not serving me properly, you do whatever you want. I'm not going to give you instructions or tasks like that if you're not serving me properly. So you do you. You do whatever you want there, friend. Again, I'm not going to kink play with somebody who's not serving me. Just to let you know. Step 1, I need the D's. The D's look like little foots. Okay. Yeah, that's the D. We need D's on the ends. Jarp says, so you don't have a boyfriend. No, I do not. No, I do not. They're more trouble than they're worth, from my experience. The last couple I had were so bad. So I'm good. I'm happier by myself, honestly. Not to say if a good one, oh wait. Oh, it's saying the feet or the wheels. I'm a little indecisive. I don't know if I'm gonna be really moving this laundry cart around. I think I'll just do the feet, although the wheels are an option. Should I do wheels or feet on this laundry cart? This is what it's gonna look like when it's fully assembled. Wheels or feet? You tell me in the chat. I hope it fits where I'm putting it. You guys don't have an opinion. Isaac says, Mrs., do you ever treat subs like a pet? I don't really have any subs that I've had serve me that are specifically into pet play, but occasionally I'll make little comments. Certainly something I'm interested and okay with doing, little pet play. I've been meaning to make a video with that actually, but haven't gotten around to it yet. Speaking of, I did make, I have spent a lot of time making content for my clip sites lately. I did like 3 Valentine's Day videos. One was for, it was like a humiliation for adult virgins. And then another one was like a cuck tease one. And then the third one, was like straight financial domination. So I did make those posted on my clip sites. I'm trying to move more towards posting that type of content on the clip sites because it's really not allowed on YouTube. All right, so now we need some B's and we need number 4. There's number 4. The B's are the short screws. These ones. So we put the B's in the, it's a little confusing because it's just pictures. They don't have any instructions. I don't know. It looks like I'm supposed to connect number 4 to the B. Let's see here. Isaac says, would you make them wear a collar and stuff? Yeah, of course. Obviously, that's part of pet play. Oh, Aditya says, I'm an American Indian. Is there any chance to meet you in real life, goddess? I am open to real life sessions. I've said this before. I have not actually done any since I started doing domination, but I did work in clubs and have experience in real life working with people that have kinks. So I haven't done that since I've been doing straight domination, but I have experience working with subs in real life. I'm open to it with caveats, obviously, such as I'm actually open even to traveling to where somebody is, but they're gonna have to pay for my travel and where I'm staying and all that, obviously. So, and then also, you know, if we're going to do a session somewhere, you have to pay for wherever we're going to do the session. So maybe, you know, it'd be like a hotel room or even at a dungeon, something like that. If they charge like a rental fee, you're going to be paying that. So that would be my requirement for that. I don't know how these little tiny freaking things are supposed to fit in there. That doesn't make sense. Oh, I see. It's this. Is it this part? It's really not very clear. These instructions are a little lacking, shall we say. Kind of like how some of you, oops, are a little lacking, if you know what I mean. Did you get my pun? Look how short and little these screws are. It reminds me of some of you. You know? Yeah. Ah, okay, I see where they go. Now I know. I put the screws in. Arisu's here. Hello. I'm just going through the comments real quick. Isaac says, would you make, if you're doing pet play, would you make them wear a collar and stuff? Yes. And like a onesie. That's cute. I like that idea. Maybe like a furry costume. That'd be even better. And Isaac is talking about getting mummified again. Yes. Goddess Clarity. I don't think you've joined me before. Welcome. I've been getting a few more people who, goddesses, like potential goddesses, people who are interested in doing financial domination lately, which hasn't been on my channel as of yet, but I'm glad to see more of you. I would like more goddess friends. Aries, are you one of the ones that's lacking? In some departments? Are you gonna confess? Bradrick says medical, question mark. I don't know what you're talking about. There we go. We're screwing in these tiny short little screws. Tighten it up there. Isaac, I've answered quite a few of your pet play questions. If you would like more detailed questions, then you'll have to do a session with me. Okay? This doesn't feel like it's tightening. WTF. Just feels like it keeps going around and around in a circle. Medical femdom. I mean, is there more to the question? Like, did I miss one of your comments? Or all I see is you saying medical femdom. That's not really a full sentence. Do you have a question? You see that I've done doctor role plays. Do you have a whole question and not just a half a question? So, oops. Clarity, if you are in the chat, are you a new femdom or findom, or have you been doing it for a while? I'd like to hear from you. And also just a reminder, happy to provide information, answer questions, and or collaborate with other findoms, but do not ever try to get subs off another goddess's profile. That's a big no-no. Okay, the bees are in. Although this one, I think that it might be kind of stripped in there because it's not tightening. That's okay, the other one's tightened, so we're probably good. We have Hanumadas from India. Welcome. I'm just putting together a little laundry cart while we chat. Usually I have a little bit more of a plan, but I did not really have a plan today. And I'm coming straight from the gym. So, okay, the bees are in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we add numero 5 with the C's. The C's are long with little thingies on them. Here's the C's. And those go number 5, this one. Okay, there's the holes. Right. Okay, I think I know. Okay, I'm just gonna take those out because they're sliding out anyways. Oh, okay, here it goes. Ow. Ambarv says, Goddess, do you have any stuff you would like to sell? Well, the last time I went through all my stuff that I wanted to sell, you guys said that you wanted to buy it. Nobody got anything. So I don't really want to go through the trouble of doing that unless you're serious. That's where I'm at. Aries loves my voice. Hanuman says, what is going on here? I'm just live streaming, answering questions, kind of doing a little Q&A while I put together a laundry cart. Nothing crazy. Nothing too crazy today. It's just a chill Sunday. Really, I should be having a sub do this. But until I have someone who served me in person, I'm here doing it myself. Red Eye is just getting a kick out of everything. Clarity says, I've been a femdom for 2 years and a findom for a couple months. And exactly, it's a huge no-no. I enjoy the lifestyle. Okay, good. Yes, I do block people off my channel frequently who do that. It's very annoying. I'm glad you realized that. So if you're a femdom, did you work in dungeons or what's your femdom experience? Stay. Right? Am I spinning this the wrong way? Righty-tighty. Yeah, I guess I was doing. This isn't really the best angle. Ugh. Jarp says, hey, so do you think in future you could get in a normal relationship with a man, or have you lost hope? No, I wouldn't say like, you know, I know there's good guys out there, maybe somewhere. I don't know where they are, but not in Florida, apparently. I'm very picky. I know what I like, and I'm not desperate or in any rush. So if somebody comes along, great. If not, that's cool too. I really, you know, at this point, don't care. PD says he wishes he was a local sub. I wish so too. Ah, John Smith. Of course you think that. I know who you are, John. He says it would be cool if you had a jail cell for subs. I mean, I could probably stuff you in there. That's the Chihuahua crate. I bet I could stuff you in there. Do you think you would fit in my Chihuahua crate? Ah, Goddess Clarity says, I've done sessions and lifestyle DS dynamics. I have local subs at service for me. Where do you live? What country or state are you in, my dear? Because I have been wanting to actually go to a dungeon and learn because I am still relatively new. Okay, Red Eye, I don't like your comments. I don't know why you're here if you're going to put other people down. So you're now banned from the channel. I don't like people putting my subs down. So good day to you, sir. Hold on. Righty tighty. Righty. It's upside down. So this way. I think I'm going the right way. But I was saying I would like to get some experience in a real dungeon. I think that would be a lot of fun. But I don't think there's anything near me. I think the nearest thing to me is like Orlando. And I don't even know if it's like a real dungeon. John says it might be a little too small, but maybe a full-size crate. Well, don't think I wouldn't try to stuff you in there because I would. I certainly would. There's my little, got away from me. Yeah. A little chihuahua sub. Yeah. Oops, exactly. Jarp says he would love to sub for me one day. Oops. I would love that as well. I would love some in-person subs. If you join me when I live streamed the other day from my bathtub, we talked about, we were fantasizing, and by we I mean me, was fantasizing about having a whole household full of subs to serve me, including several butlers and maids. Oh, Clarity is in Atlanta. I'm in Florida, so south of you. I lived all over Georgia, including Atlanta, actually. Okay. Now I need the A's and the C's. A's and C's. Okay, these are the C's. And then these are the A's. And they go... Okay, we'll do the A's first. Connect the two long pieces together. And this piece. Okay. Ugh. I really need a new laundry cart, so. Hopefully it doesn't scratch my floor, though. Some people are not good at putting things together, but I'm actually quite handy for a woman. Let's see. Oh, there is a hole there. I see. Like that. PD says, it pains me to see you working. Such work is for lowly subs like us. Exactly. That's why I'm saying that I need subs to serve me in real life. Jarp says, nice idea. Where are you located? I'm in Florida. Yes, Clarity, I agree. She says, you are fabulous. You need a sub doing that for you, for sure. I need a sub to do everything, like clean my freaking grill. Every time I'm doing stuff around the house, like my dishes and like cleaning the floor, I'm like, I should not be doing this. And I'm disgusted that I don't have any subs locally to do these things for me because I shouldn't be doing this. Ben says, Goddess is so beautiful. Ben, I think you fell in love. I think you were a fan, but I think you fell in love when you saw my red dress video, didn't you? I think that's what happened. Jarp says, you are so right. Jarp, where do you live? Where does everybody live? I think Ben has told me where he lives before, but I forgot. Tell me where you're living. I don't need your home address, but, you know, country, state. Do we still have our Russia friend in here? Danny is from New York. We have PD from India. Ah, Sporting Boys in Belgium. Lib Heels in South Carolina. Yes. Istanbul. Never met anybody from Istanbul before. Jarp says, unfortunately, India. And Johnny's the one from Russia. Or were you the one that talked earlier? Because I think there was, or was it a different person from Russia? Oh, Scott is in Lakeland, but used to live in South Florida. Ambar, a lot of people from India. Ambarv is also from India. And Ray Ray All Day is in Ohio. Ray Ray, did you change your name recently? Did you have a different name before? Johnny is in St. Petersburg, Russia. PD says, the world is at your feet. I like that. Accurate. Now I just need local subs at my feet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Lakeland is the closest, but that's still quite a ways away. Yes, Ray changed his name recently. Okay, don't confuse me like that. Okay, do I need an A or a C here? An A. Oh, okay, it does have to go this way, actually. I see that now. I have it the right way. Let's put some A's in here. Yes. Well, Isaac, before I had a footrest, I would have somebody doing this. And then I would be sitting on the couch drinking a mimosa with a footrest. Yes. Ray says he's sorry. I'll let it slide this time. Hello to Joshua. Yes, I agree, Danny. He says you should have a sub cleaning the house with a toothbrush. Mr. Mester, why don't you go in a church and preach? Because we're not here for it. He says, repent of your sins and turn to Jesus. He loves you. How do you know that I don't love Jesus? How do you know that I'm not a Christian? Because I am. So you take your crap and you go somewhere else. How about you repent for your sins, okay? You're not so perfect. I'm sick of people coming in my chat like this and acting like they're better than everybody, because you're not. You're not any better than anybody else, okay? You shouldn't assume that people aren't Christians and that they don't love Jesus, especially just because they're into BDSM, okay? Go figure yourself out. Go, what is the term? Look at the plank in your own eye before you look at the speck in your brother's eye. Give me a break. I'm sick of that crap. Okay, rant over for now. I'm so sick of freaking hypocritical people who think they're better than everybody else. Take that shit somewhere else. Yes, Danny says, oh, Ben says, I would work for you, but I'm in New York City. Excuses, excuses. I mean, it's a valid excuse though. Do I need a big thing or a little thing? There we go. Aries is getting a kick out of my tantrum that I just had. Love to see that. No, I'm serious. And it's so annoying. Like, I was raised in a very traditional Catholic church. It's not like people that go around doing that stuff is just so annoying. And it just makes you look bad. And, you know, I don't think Jesus likes it when you judge other people. So it's just really annoying. Ah, oh, okay, Ray, you're Princess Pinky. I did not recognize your new name. Long time no see, my little friend. I miss your photos. Hold on, my nose is running a little bit. There. Johnny says, how's America these days? I do have a political channel. We're not going to get into it here because, you know, it's a touchy subject. But I do have a political channel where I voice all my opinion on all that crap. Think Tank says, how was last night? He's coming in a little late. I already talked about that quite a bit, but it was lots of fun, except I did dance too long. I said I wasn't going to do any dancing, and then I was dancing for like an hour in the new shoes, which are over there on the table. Don't look at the table. It's messy. Don't look at it. And now my foot hurts. As predicted. Very predictable. Jarp says, well, I hope you find a man too, apart from subs, to spin you around like a sub, but can also sometimes act like a man. Sounds like you want to apply for the position. I'm just saying, that's the impression I'm getting. Christopher says, true. Aries says, oops, yeah, kind of judgy. Yeah, I hate judgy people. Fix your own shit before you start accusing me of stuff you don't even know what you're talking about. Hello to David. Ben says, is there a way to work for you while living in New York City? I wish there was. What I really need right now, and I've said this over and over before, is a video editor. I need somebody to help me edit videos because it is very time consuming to do. I would love to be able to just send my videos to somebody and they edit them. But I'm also picky, so, you know, it is what it is. If I think of something, I'll let you know. Clarity says, oops, hold on, my leg is blocking the text. Dungeons are fun, but I prefer Airbnbs for sessions. Yeah, I don't like some dungeon vibes. Can be toxic, unfortunately. Good to know. Thank you for that. Yeah, that's a good point. Let me ask you this, safety-wise, because I have considered that, like renting an Airbnb and doing sessions, but safety-wise, you know, obviously, I worry about subs. I've kind of played with the idea of requiring everybody to do like a background check before I meet them. I don't know if that's maybe too much work. And or also hiring like a bouncer. Like, is there, I mean, there's an app for everything these days. Is there somewhere where you can like hire somebody for bouncing services in random cities? If not, I feel like there should be. Oh, Isaac is saying, will there ever be another quiz stream again? Like the riddles that I did? Johnny says, how often do you do sessions? I do, you know, like online sessions several times a week, but I haven't done any in-person sessions. That's what I'm talking about, is that I would like to, but hasn't happened yet. And I'm just trying to figure out the safest way to do that. Clarity has some experience, so I'm hoping she can, oh, here comes my little dude. Hello, mama. What's up? You gonna help with the table? No, he's just begging for dinner. It's not time for dinner yet. You have like 9 minutes, so you can just hang out, okay? Cool. Ecstasy likes my outfit, I think. Yeah, this is my Buff Bunny one that I got a little while ago. It's very comfortable and cute. Hello, hello. Mr. World, can I question? I'm assuming you mean, can I ask a question? Everybody else is, so yes, you can. Clarity says she has a sub who is her personal security. He actually does security, so I advise getting someone you trust to come along with you. Yeah, that's hard. I don't really have anyone to bring. I mean, I've got female friends, but I do agree that you want somebody a little more stocky and scary for like a bouncer. Aries is trying to look at my legs. Ben says there are a few safe dungeons in New York City. Well, it's not that she said that they weren't safe. She said that there can be some toxic energy, and I could see that. I mean, anywhere where I feel like you have women working together, there can be toxic crap. Unfortunately. Catty bitches. This way. Okay, moving along, making progress with my laundry cart. Let's see if we can finish it during this stream. Oh, fun fact. You guys see my, wait, hold on 1 second. Wind up. Go in. That's what she said. Fun fact, you see my truss structure here. I put this up myself. Nobody helped me. I don't like relying on people, honestly. I'd rather just do stuff myself. There we go. Okay, screw these suckers in. Making progress here. Ah! Stay. stay there. Jarp says he would apply for that position, but he lives too far. Well, that doesn't help me. It doesn't help me. Isaac is wondering where Venom is. Venom, I guess, took the day off. I don't know where he is. He's not here. But, you know, I told him yesterday in the stream that I've been really pleased with him as a moderator. He's doing a good job. Because he even warns people before he kicks them out, which I think is honestly more patient than me. You're lucky he's got more patience than I do, honestly. Because I have no patience for people's crap. None. 0. There we go. Clarity says she likes my pole. Thank you. I used to own a pole studio. That's why I have all this stuff here. I actually have some aerial silks there too. And then my hoop is over in the corner. You can't see. Oh, no, it is right there in front of the cabinets. You can't really see it. It's black. It blends in. But I used to own a aerial and pole and aerial studio, I guess you could say. Ice Spice says, hello, goddess. And then you also called me princess. I do not go by princess. I don't really like being called princess, so please don't do that. Yeah, Isaac says Venom has done well. Yes, he's done a good job. And he's very encouraging. I'm happy with him. He's actually the best. Well, I would say I have 2 service subs. And they're both very good. They're both very good. Okay, now I need, that's all the C's. Now I need, oh no, those were the A's. Oh. Yeah, those were the A's. Now I need the C's. Ice Spice says, can he be a service sub? What do you have to offer me? What can you do for me? I don't know if you heard what I just said, but I really need I need a little one. What I really want is a video editor. That's what I really want right now. That would make my life a lot easier. But I want like a professional video editor. I just don't want somebody who thinks they can do shit and they don't know what they're doing. Prepared for the End says, I can tell you enjoy what you do. As far as dominating people or putting laundry carts together? What are you referring to? Usually I just go for an hour, but I don't want to just stop with the laundry cart half put together. So we'll just keep going until the laundry cart is done. How does that sound? Would you guys like to see the finished product? Oh, I'm just trying to do it without scratching the floor. So I'm just putting it on my legs. We'll swivel it around. One more in here. Islam says, I love you very much, you creative soul, but I don't want to get caught up in illusions. Okay. Ice Spice says, I'd love to edit your videos, goddess. Do you have any experience with editing videos, though? Do you know how to edit videos? Is the question. And if you do, you have to show me your portfolio. I want to see things that you've done. You have to prove yourself. He's not sure if he's still good at it. It's been a while. Well, I guess you better practice then. Get your shit straightened out. Aries says, yeah, keep going. But he wants me to probably uncover my legs. Okay, the A's and the C's are in. Now we have to put these skinny little legs on. And I don't know which ones these are, but these are the only ones left, so they go there. By process of elimination. Ice Spice says he'll be back in a minute. Islam is just so taken by me. He's just totally in love. Professing his love profusely. Oh. Okay, you know what? It's getting a little awkward. There we go. Put the bottom legs in. There we go. Aries must really like legs. I would say that's an accurate statement. All right, so I'm gonna put the other leg in before I tighten these. While I've got it in this awkward position. Another fun fact, when I used to own my pole studio, if you go on my IG, some of the old posts, you'll see the pole studio. I installed most of the flooring myself. I'm very handy for a girl, I think. All right. Okay, whoop. What am I doing? Islam says, what didn't I understand? I don't know, what did you not understand? Ugh. Okay. Big thing, yes. Big one. Tighten it up. And then, that might be the last step, actually. Getting closer here. Make sure this is straight. Okay. So what did you guys do last night? Did you, I don't want to say the L word on here. Did you guys stay at home by yourselves? Did you actually do something? Clarity probably did something fun. Okay. Oops. Isaac says, I did nothing all alone, like usual. That's very sad. That's very sad. You're a sad little man. Islam says, I just told you I love you. And Johnny is just very upset that I'm working hard. It upsets his soul. Okay. I think that completes the project. Yes. Well said, Clarity. I like you. She says, I'm glad you are mature in your energy. There are a lot of other doms that are catty. Yeah. We are already looked at crazy by others. We should be embracing each other in the community. Absolutely. Agree 100%. Yeah, there's a lot of, I saw something a while back where somebody was like, you know, a lot of subs are obviously not mentally stable, but a lot of the doms are not mentally stable either, and that is the truth, unfortunately. I've had doms, like, at one point, I made a random post. I was just venting about something stupid, and I wouldn't say went viral, but it was showing up in people's feed, I guess, because then I had all these doms trying to bully me on X, and I'm like, no. You guys need to seriously go life, because that's not happening. You are so barking up the wrong tree right now. No patience for that. It was very catty. And it was like, you know, a lot of them are just trying to like show how mean they can be. Well, you know, do that with your subs. Don't do that with other doms. It's just rude. And very immature also. Isaac says, I think you have gotten what you wished for, a Dom friend. Maybe. I hope so. I have one girl, well, there's 2 girls on X that I hear from kind of infrequently though. One told me about one platform that she gets subs off of, and I tried it. I don't really like it, but it's her thing, and we kind of share information like that, and she's nice. And then I have another girl who actually paid for a video call with me. She's been a Dom longer than I have, but she hasn't been very successful, so she was wanting some tips, and I really enjoyed chatting with her too. I love working with other women, but sometimes that's hard to find. Isaac says a lot of people aren't mentally stable. Well, that's true, especially these days. Ugh. All right. Let's do, are these the same color? No, that one's a little darker. We're in the final stages here. Are you guys excited to see the result? My laundry cart. Ice Spice says, well, wait, Goddess, could I just edit something which you would like and we'll decide if I'm good enough? Well, how about this? You can message me on one of my platforms. I do like your eagerness. We can try a little trial run, give you a little chance, and if that doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but I would like some information about what editing softwares you use and that type of thing first before we even proceed with that. So you can message me and we can talk about it a little bit more. Goddess Clarity says, oh heck no, on FetLife it's the same. Even the subs on there are rude. I wouldn't know because I got banned off FetLife, I don't know, 3 times when I first started. I tried to create an account and join some groups, and they hate findoms. So maybe since you were a femdom, like a lifestyle dom before, they're okay with you, but even though they have femdom or findom groups and stuff, they do not like findoms. So I kind of gave up on FetLife. So that makes me feel better if there's a lot of rude people on there. I hate rude people. I have no patience with it. Life's too short for that crap. You know what I mean? All right, final stage. Hide the finished product from you until, and then I have to go eat lunch, and I do realize it's 5 o'clock and I haven't eaten lunch, but I was up until about, well, I got home around 1:30 in the morning, which was much later than I intended. And then I don't like to go to bed right away, so I stayed up until 3 a.m. like a moron. So I didn't sleep that much last night, so I got a late start today. But I did make it to the gym, so that's a plus. Ice Spice says, which platform would you like me to message you on? X or IG would be good. Those are the ones that I'm on most frequently. I like that this is Velcro and I can take it off and wash it too, because the last one I tried to buy was not. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so nice. So my last cart just had little thingies like this, and that was it. But I like this one because it gives me a little bit of space. Are you ready for the reveal? You want to see the whole thing? Isaac says being rude barely even makes sense ever. Exactly. And you know, I've said this before, rude people, when somebody's rude, or like the trolls that come into my live streams and stuff like that, I just feel bad for them, because the fact is that hurt people hurt other people. So it's just them taking out their pain and anger on somebody else to try to make them feel how they feel. And which is very pathetic, really. And I, you know, to some extent feel sorry for them. Ooh. Islam. You're getting a little feisty, brother. I don't owe you anything. I do not like entitled subs. If you keep leaving comments like that, you will be hidden with a quickness. So think what you say before you write it. Aries says literally reading almost all the comments. Exactly. Prepared for the end says your body is perfect. Well, that's kind. Thank you. I've been working on my fitness. That sounded like a Fergie song for a second. Well, I always work out a lot, but I really started trying in December to lose a little weight. So I've lost about 20 pounds so far. Ice Spice says, what's your username on X? It is Adore Fiore, ADOREFIORE. Clarity says, yes, I'd love to collab. I love your vibe. Aw. I'm trying to post more on my socials and take it a step further. So an interview would be awesome. A breath of fresh air. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, you messaged me. Actually, what we could do, you mentioned interview. I don't know if this is what you meant, but I do interview subs on my channel, and I've been wanting to interview a Dom. Have you commented before? Did we talk about this? There was another Dom that said she did femdom sessions in real life, and we talked about maybe, or I think I mentioned it. I don't know. Maybe it was a dream I had. Sporting Boy says, it's a bit crazy, FetLife. They ban people advertising stuff for money, but encourage people to hook up. At least that should be the goal, being on that platform. Look up Dr. CB. Okay. All right. Are you ready for the laundry cart reveal? Yeah. Oh, my foot. Okay, here it is. Isn't it cute? So it's got a little top here where I can put stuff, and then it's got these little drawers that slide out, and then I can completely take them out and carry them to the laundry room. And then different colors for the lights, mediums, and then, well, I usually do light, dark, and then, what was I gonna say? Delicates. So that's my laundry cart. Prepared for the end likes it. When you say you're prepared for the end, are you like a prepper or what? Are you actually prepared for the end? Do you have a bunker? Do you have food supplies? Just curious. And when is the end coming? Do you know that information? Can you tell me? He can't even focus. He just says, you're gorgeous. He can't focus on the questions that I've asked. Yeah, that is a very interesting point about FetLife, though. So I guess, you know, hooking up is the priority. Even though I know that there are findoms on there, but I think if you even mention certain words is when they ban you. So you have to go on there and just not say anything, but then what's the point? Aries says, you do look good. Thank you, though. Thank you for that, especially after I was up very late and went to the gym. Okay, Clarity says she'll message me. Okay, we've gone over a little bit because I was putting the cart together. Next live stream is the usual Thursday, 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern time. I will be live on the fitness channel probably at least 2 times in the morning this week. My sister is likely coming to stay with me for the next 4 days or so. So I probably won't be doing any additional live streams on this channel until Thursday. But I will be doing workout live streams for sure. Islam says he wishes me all the best and please excuse me if I bothered you. Well, I appreciate the apology, but I just don't give any energy to entitled subs. You know, if you think that you're entitled to my time or energy, for free, then you've got the wrong person. So just think about that. Ari says, take care, enjoy your food. Yes, I'm gonna go eat a turkey burger that I made. It was very good. Actually, I live streamed on my fitness channel the turkey burger that I made. Good day to you, Clarity. Thanks for joining. Good chatting with you. Everybody else, have a wonderful day after Valentine's Day. And Ice Spice says he messaged me. I will go check it out after I eat and probably shower and maybe another thing or two. Anywho, have a wonderful day.